Hi, good morning everyone. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast. It is for all signs. It is a collective reading, and I speak in broad terms. You need to figure out if and where it fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. Nothing is broken or wrong. It just might mean you're working on something different at this time. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily readings. In there is some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about when utilizing the channel, what decks I'm using during the reading, where to follow me on social media. If you're interested in a private reading, know that I will never reach out to you in regards to selling you a reading. If anybody tries to, it is not me. So keep that in mind. And then there's also easy ways to support the channel. You can do that by hitting the thumbs up button, subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell, sharing the video out, or leaving me a question or comment. All of those things I greatly appreciate. I will be referring back to the Sunday reading, underpinning energy, that video populates in the lower left-hand corner. So if you hear me talking about cards that you don't see in this reading, by all means check that out, because it's just another layer of sort of what's going on. The other thing I want to say is that readings are timeless. So if you're seeing this is originally created for Tuesday, the 11th of April, but if you're seeing it on a different date and it still makes sense, by all means utilize the reading. I believe that readings are timeless and they find us when we need them, not when they're originally created for. So keep that in mind too. So let's get into this and see where these cards are going today. What do they want us to know? What do we need to be aware of so that we can, make the most of it? Let's see. Okay, our card for the day is the Nine of Water, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about emotional sort of fulfillment, contentment, right? Feeling like the work that we've done, the feelings that we have, we've contemplated them, we've come to terms with them, we own them, we understand them, we've kind of inventoried them and settled them in a way that feels honoring, right? There's an emotional like sort of truth or well-being that we've embraced here. It's kind of like those air bubbles that are diamonds in this card. There's a wealth or richness to the emotions that we have around a situation. Underpinning this from the Sunday reading is the Nine of Pentacles. And again, Pentacles and Cups, or Earth and Water, are complementary to one another. And nines are about personal completion, coming to terms with a situation, really owning it. So I feel like this is us coming to terms with how we've been feeling about a situation, ourselves, how we've been in a situation, a relationship, whatever it may be for you, that we feel solid, whole, complete. We understand sort of the gift of whatever it is that we've been through, whatever it is that we've been feeling. We understand the richness of it, the worth, the purpose, and we are embracing it, and we're taking it with us as a sort of like a steadiness or a completion within us that it's very clear to us, right? Like we're able to act on it, we're able to own it, we're able to see it for what it is and honor it in a way, right? Let's go to the Rose Oracle. We have Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, and destiny. This feels like it's connected to the greater whole, like how we feel today. I think we might actually, with this card Sophia, this rose in the cosmos, and then this mermaid that's sort of down in the water, to me feels like however it is we are feeling emotionally, it connects us to the bigger picture in a way that feels divine, that feels guided, that feels in alignment with the greater picture. And when I mean greater picture, I'm not just talking about our everyday experiences. I'm talking about with our spirit, with our guides, with the situations that are happening around us, certainly in the 3D world, with that Nine of Pentacles underpinning this. But it also ties into a bigger purpose, a bigger understanding or awareness, where we feel in alignment, and we're going to use these feelings to connect us in, propel us forward. Even I almost get this sense that we might be getting sort of higher spiritual information through our emotions that help to guide us and bring us an awareness, a treasure, a richness that we well deserve. Remember, the Nine of Pentacles is about having all of our assets at our disposal and putting them to good use, understanding that we're solid in who we are and what we know to be true, what we feel to be true with this Nine of Cups. We don't necessarily need outside validation. This Sophia card is giving me a little bit of Wheel of Fortune vibes in a weird way, because it kind of feels like the cosmos, the universe, energy coming to meet us where we're at, or in where we feel, and help us to put that to like practical action or practical alignment, to create what it is that we want. So I hope that makes sense. Let's go to the clarifiers. We have the Moon card. Speaking of emotions, Moon is associated with Cancer and Pisces. It can sometimes be about obscurity or things being obscured, not necessarily feeling like we see or know all of the truth or have all of the information. But to me, in this scenario, when I see this Sophia card and I think of the Nine of Pentacles and this Nine of Cups, I think that we're being asked to trust our feelings about a situation, how we connect in at a deeper spiritual level, and using that trust or that faith in ourselves and our feelings to guide us forward, to trust our intuition and the power of that. The Moon would also be a very feminine card in the sense of like trusting our intuition. So this whole Temple of the Rose thing that's going on this week, I think that this just further exemplifies or clarifies the fact that right now we need to be going inward and listening to what's going on the inside rather than what's being shown to us in the outside. And when I mean the outside, I mean like within our day-to-day life, within people's behaviors or actions or what they're saying. It's more about what we're feeling and how we move with those feelings into our world. The next card is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords will be how we communicate. Swords is our thoughts. Two of Swords can sometimes be about a no, a block, or drawing a boundary. It can also be about withdrawal. We could be withdrawing from outside situations, relationships, people, their opinions, and drawing within ourselves and how we feel, how we intuitively feel, what we're thinking, and really kind of making a choice about what we communicate. The Two of Swords could indicate even a lack of communication on our part, and not in a bad way, more about kind of finding that clarity within our mind and making a choice in how, when, or if we communicate what's going on for us. Does that make sense? It's interesting too that we have the Moon here and the Moon here. It's definitely calling for us to listen to our intuition. The last card is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups to me would be also in alignment with that Nine of Cups. It's about that trusting of one's emotions, that taking kind of practical action through how we feel and being strong in that, embracing that, but also being willing to kind of stand in that truth, that emotional truth, especially with the Moon here, listening to our own truth above all else, and I mean emotional truth, and that making our decisions from there. Our decisions feel informed to me with the King of Cups there, and they feel attuned to this idea of compassion, but also kings to me sometimes represent protection, right? And I don't mean that we need to be protected, that there's anything bad for us out there. I just feel like with these cards, the focus feels to me that it's on ourselves, and how we feel, and then embracing that, shutting out the thoughts and opinions of others, and trusting our intuition and our emotional like guidance system to move us forward, staying strong in that. really allowing that to connect us in. And then from there, we make our decisions or we take our actions and move forward from that place. Let's go to the grounding stone. Here's our friend from last week, the underpinning grounding stone. This is honor. This is about honoring ourselves. If there's a place where we need to draw a boundary, if there's something that we feel that maybe isn't necessarily right or doesn't feel clear, that doesn't feel fully connected, I think that these cards are telling us we need to connect in, but we're going to do so through our emotions and how and whether or not something feels right for us. Honoring that, remember the grounding stone for the week is maintaining that vision. Part of being able to even see that vision is understanding how we feel about a situation or how we feel about what we want it to be. And then I even get this sense of defense from that Two of Swords and the King of Cups. It's like our emotions and how we feel really is our truth today. And that truth connects us to a higher spiritual understanding in our world, in our day-to-day world. We need to honor that and hold that honor at the forefront, embrace it, understand it for the gift that it is, and not just our emotions, but our intuitions around things, because those are going to be the things that guide us in a way that might feel, I don't want to say confusing, even though the moon would represent confusion, but it may feel like it's not the popular opinion, so to speak, but that doesn't matter. It's what we know to be true and how we feel. So honor that. That is your reading, guys. Please hit that thumbs up button, share the video out, leave me a question or comment, and let me know if these readings are making sense for you this week. It still feels very empowered, just at an emotional and intuitional level today. Embrace it and move forward in it. Protect it for all it's worth. Take care. Bye-bye.